It really just feels super appropriate that I've been interrupted trying to film this video like 8 times, and I'm now sitting in my bedroom with paint swatches behind me, and everything is just chaos, because that's what this book is about. So later last year, my sister sent me a picture of this book, and she goes, "Have you read this book?" And I was like, "No, I've heard about it. Heard it's supposed to be pretty good." She was like, "Dude, you should totally read it. I feel like you could have written it, but it might change your life." And I finished it the other day, and I texted her back, and I said, honestly, I think the single greatest compliment that I've gotten in the past decade was that you said that you think I could have written this book. This book, Habits of the Household, is literally in the best 3 parenting books I have ever read. And it has hit me harder, I think, than any other parenting book that I've ever read. By far my favorite quote from this whole entire book was towards the end, where Justin said, "Parenting shows us that we, like our children, are people whose greatest need is to be saved from ourselves." And holy crap, dude, I'm like, there is nothing more true than that in the past 8 months of my life, with the things that God has been walking me through and the things that I've been learning from what I've been reading, and just the challenges that we've gone through. I have 4 little kids. My oldest is just about to turn 10 next month, and my youngest currently is 4, and then I have a baby on the way. And so I am just right in the throes, in the midst of the anarchy of parenting. And this book spoke so much to me just about how to parent with eternity in mind and with a longer view than just the day. And that's one of the things that I feel like I've done a decent job of, just because of my personality, being able to think further down the road and kind of be able to ask myself the question of like, okay, what does this look like as an adult? And now how am I raising that up in my kid? But Justin's book just brought so much more clarity to certain situations, and just was such a great reminder and reinforcement that like, oh yeah, when you're parenting for the long term, you may not see results immediately in the short term. So don't get discouraged if you don't, because you're not after this short-term quick fix behavior management type of thing. You're really trying to disciple a child's heart. And that's what he talks about in this book, because he's like, we're not disciplining in order to change behavior. We're not doing any of these things in order to modify a child's immediate behavior. We're trying to get to their heart. Now, obviously, when they're super little, there's a little bit more on the side of I'm just controlling your behavior and that's it. But way sooner than any of us would like, we have to start dealing with their heart. And the problem that I have seen in people that I grew up with and that I see in other people's kids and that I'm trying to avoid in my own kids is we wait way too long to start trying to engage their heart, and we spend far too long relying on being able to control their behavior, because like he says in here, he's like, I don't want to do the hard work of parenting. I don't want to sit down and try to figure out exactly what's going on in my child's heart that's making them act this way and whatever. He's like, I just want to control their behavior. Of course, I can't find this quote now. I probably should have, looked it up beforehand. I want to find a way to control the situation. What I don't want to do is the real work of parenting. I don't want to stop everything and do the work of understanding the fullness of my child's humanity, act and speak in an age-relevant way to engage his heart and mind, and try to balance the delicate mix of firm authority and gentle compassion that it takes to disciple this child toward love and reconciliation. I would much rather manage this behavior in a way that's convenient for me. And oh my gosh, just like, dude, you guys, this book, I'm telling you, if you are a parent and you are exhausted, which I don't know how you could be one and not the other, but if you are a parent and you are exhausted, I cannot recommend enough getting this book. It will convict you to the very depths of your soul, but it will also offer grace beyond almost any other book that I've read. And more importantly than all that, it will give you a framework and a fresh perspective on how to parent with the gospel in mind, and how to parent for the long term, and how to parent in a way that is primarily focused on getting to your child's heart. And the phrase that Justin uses is discipling your child to the right kind of loves. Like, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to build the right kind of love in your child's heart. Yeah, I cannot say enough good things about this book. I don't know if you can see how many dadgum dog ears I have in this thing, but it is a lot. I feel like this is one of those books that comes along every once in a while that you just come across in whatever category it is, and it just fundamentally shifts everything in that category. And I think this book could be that for almost any parent who picked it up. So yeah, Justin Whitmel Early, Habits of the Household. I highly, 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 highly recommend this book. I think it is required reading for every single parent. I'll put a link in the description. That's an affiliate link. If you get it through there, you help support this channel. And then I've got another video right here that you can read of my recommended reading for this year, for 2024. There's just some really great options in this video right here. So go ahead and check that one out. Talk to you guys later. Bye.